Welcome, it's Domain Dave again, cheapwinefinder.com. With another wine review like always, like we've been doing for a while now, a long while now. And this one was a wine, actually I picked it up at Aldi. Aldi hasn't had too many new wines lately, and I saw one and I grabbed it. And it's called the Mark Hill Pinot Noir, California Pinot Noir 2022, I believe, which is a little bit older for a $7.99 wine. Got a little bit of age to it. One thing that caught my eye is that the label looks a lot like Mark West Pinot Noir, which is made by E&J Gallo, and it's not an Aldi wine. The color and the general shape was like that. I go, okay, what's going on here? So I pick it up, and turns out that Trinchero Family Estates, which is a huge wine company, and they have 50 different brands of spirits and wine and all that kind of thing. They're a large one and have a bunch of labels, made this wine for Aldi. So, okay, so the Mark West thing doesn't really matter because Trinchero's a completely different company. So I popped the top on this wine, and it's got a Menage a Trois cork. Menage a Trois is one of Trinchero Family Estates' wines. So that adds another thing. Why is the label like Mark West, or kind of reminds me of Mark West at least? It's not that. It's Trinchero, and now I got a cork that says Menage a Trois, which is a label that's been around a long, long time. The Menage a Trois label originally was like it was the value price label for Fully Due, I think it was. I forgot who, they're now part of a bigger wine conglomerate. But whatever 3 red grapes they had left over every year, they put them together, and that would be the 3 grapes, the Menage a Trois, the interplay between those 3 grapes. Nowadays, like Menage a Trois wines might have 7 grapes in there. They kind of, that old way of doing things is gone. But does this mean that, and it's entirely possible, that the Mark Hill Pinot Noir, which is the Aldi one, was using the same bottling line as Menage a Trois, and someone just forgot to switch out the corks? Or is this the same wine as Menage a Trois and someone forgot to... And someone forgot to, they switched the label, but they didn't switch the cork. I don't know. I mean, and plus I'm not really going to I'm not going to buy a Menage a Trois Pinot Noir just to check it out, because I'm not that crazy about Menage a Trois wines. I don't dislike them, but they're Fully Due wine. That brand is a step up, and that stuff's legitimately good. That one, those brands I like. This one, I don't know. I mean, Menage a Trois, but so what's up with the Mark Hill? It's actually not too bad. It's $7.99. It's fruit forward. It's got some real Pinot Noir things going on. I'm gonna take a sip. Got the spice. It's got the got cherry. It's got plums. Maybe black cherry more than tart cherry. It's a little bit more rounded, a little bit nicer. Maybe some stone fruit. Not super complicated, but it's not bad at all. What's in your glass is actually very, very sippable. Pinot Noir can be one of those wines where every sip is a different experience, and this isn't it, but it's also $7.99, and that experience you don't get for $7.99. That's usually in the more expensive bottles, very much more expensive bottles. But when you're paying $8 for supermarket wine, you want a wine you can drink. And you can here. And this is perfectly good to pair with comfort food, tacos. I mean, nothing too heavy. Maybe barbecue with a lot of barbecue sauce on it might be a bit too heavy for this one, but it's got 13.7 on the alcohol, so it's not a light wine. But it would work for a lot of different foods. Plus, it just sips well. It doesn't cost much. It's easy to drink. So there you go. So why does it have a Mark West, to me, inspired label? I don't know. Why does it have a Menage a Trois Cork? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's $7.99. It's a Pinot Noir that's worth drinking, and take another sip. There you go. It's, if you see it, buy it. I mean, if you like inexpensive Cali Pinot Noir, $8 is a good price, and this one does well. I mean, it stands on its own. I mean, it doesn't need the Mark West or the Menage a Trois relationship or anything. It does fine. So there you are. So that's it for me, Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. Like us where you like your podcasts or whatever, push the button. I got more wines coming, so I'll be talking to you in a couple of days. Adios, keep it cheap, and like always, keep warm and safe.